We all know the joke. Which dinosaur has the most teeth? Well, it's this dinosaur. Nigersaurus, that's how it's properly pronounced from the last time I checked the pronunciation guide. It's not the way you think it's pronounced. It's Nigersaurus. So yeah, this is the Jurassic World Dino Trackers Wild Roar Nigersaurus. This is a new species for line, and it's a sauropod, and it's a small sauropod, which is something we don't get very often. I think this is actually our first sauropod to be a Wild War size. We have not gotten one this size yet. We've gotten some of the smaller ones, the baby brachiosaurs, and I think we got a mosasaurus, which is, it literally means mouse dinosaur. So it's a prosauropod. It's very small. And then the Ankylosaurus, Amargasaurus, and Bahatosaurus, those are the slightly larger scale. I can't remember what it's called right now off the top of my head. But this is our first Wild Roar one, and this is the Nigersaurus, part of the infamous Wave 2 of Dino Trackers. And I say infamous because this line showed up at like Ross and at Ollie's, and you can get them super cheap for $10. That's why I'm hoping that some of the Wave 1 and 2 figures from this year, Dino Trackers, will show up at Ross and Target. They're at Target, Ross and Ollie's, because it's almost $18 a pop for these things now, and I can't justify that price, especially for ones I don't like as much, such as the new Parasaurolophus or Ceratosaurus. I do regret not picking up the Extracrixtonetosaurus. I still sometimes see it, I just am never... I'm holding out hope that it'll show up at a clearance store and I can get it for cheaper. This is Nigersaurus, though. It's your Dino Trackers affair. It's part of the jungle biome. It's electronic. I've been sitting on this guy a while. Blue and Beta, Jurassic World logo, Dino Trackers, jungle, all that. Side of the box is the jungle motif continued. On the back of the box, we've got the nice render of the figure with the Nigersaurus. Looks pretty good. It's a nice looking figure. You got the rest of the wave with the Regaliceratops, which I do have a review of. Then Orcoraptor, which I did film a review of and then proceeded to accidentally delete my footage and lose all motivation to finish the video. So if you want an Orcoraptor video, I can go back and make it, but I'm sure nobody's losing sleep over me not making a video on the Orcoraptor. And then the Irritator, who will get a review eventually. That's one of those rainy day Sunday videos where I don't have anything to do and it's sitting in my box. I have it. I own it. It's just, why would you buy that when the Hammond Collection one exists? I know why you'd buy that, because the Hammond Collection one goes for a couple $100 now. Anyway, Nigersaurus needs to be opened. So yeah, let's open the dinosaur. So here is Nigersaurus out of the box, and actually I'm pretty impressed with this figure. I thought I was just gonna be like, it's a Wild Roar figure, and yeah, it is. But I'm actually quite impressed. I think it's because this is our first sauropod in the Wild Roar assortment. This is giving me much more positive vibes. But this guy's actually quite, he feels quite large for what he is. And it's, it's not often we get dinosaurs like this in the line, so I would have obviously liked it to match the evolution design a bit more. I'm a huge fan of the Jurassic World evolution design. I love the black color scheme, but this is a little more original, which, it's fine. The Fossil Fighters Nigersaurus is actually my favorite version of the dinosaur because it's got the interesting plumage at the top. But anyway, Nigersaurus is known for its very unique wide head that holds all of these teeth. And it does have that unique wide face, but I wish it was a bit wider. I'm used to it being a bit more like a vacuum cleaner. But it doesn't look bad, and we do have the rare Mattel W. They painted a pupil But other than that, this thing is just green with a little bit of tan on the other side. You've got tan from the neck down to like the chest, and then it's lime green and forest green. So the paint scheme's not the best. Obviously no paint on the nails, like a lot more paint would truly make it's a good sculpt. If the sculpt gets A+ from me, it's just the paint gets a C-. So it's nothing too crazy. It is articulated. The front legs will move back and forth as well as out. I don't know why Nigersaurus would ever need to go out, but he can do this. That's cool. You can get it to kind of rear up. I like that. I like a good active sauropod. The back legs are obviously articulated as well. They also move out. And then the tail does rotate, which is nice. Sculpt is really doing it for me here. Like I said, not a big fan of the paint. Scan code is here. Jurassic World Facts. Ooh, big scan code reveal. There's your scan code. And yeah, it's electronic. It's this new, well, it's not new at this point. That's been retired. Now we get the fun wheel, but this one, you move it side to side, and depending on how fast and far you move it, it'll make different sounds. So yeah, so you move it a little bit, it'll make a more calm sound. You move it all the way, it'll be a bit more aggressive. I do not like that gimmick. I get they're kind of, you know, it's a sauropod, what are you gonna do? But yeah, not a fan of the gimmick. The noises are nice. I think they use a nice range of Jurassic sauropods. I don't hear any obvious brachiosaur calls, which is nice because I assume they just slap brachiosaur sounds in here. But it feels a little bit more original. Yeah. Nigersaurus, what can I say? It's you can find it at Ross or Ollie's and pay the $10 for it. It's definitely worth it. I'd probably pay max $12 for this guy. I mean, I paid retail for it, but that was back when I had money. And this was a figure I initially really wanted. Having it in hand and opened, it's kinda... It'll look nice on my shelf. It's nice to have another sauropod, but it's not... Oh my god, you know. It's solid. I'll give it a 7.5 out of 10. This paint really kind of bad on this. It is nice though. If they ever repaint this guy, repaint it with the evolution colors. Like if it was literally just the black and tan, I would be much nicer to it. Because it's a good sculpt. It's just the paint and the gimmick is really weird. Just get rid of that. Anyway, thanks for listening. Hope you have enjoyed. See you guys in another video. Take care.